Hello everyone, hello, welcome in tonight guys. How are we doing today? What is going on with everyone out there in the world? Anything fun happening for you guys? Hopefully you're having a good time. Hopefully things are going well. Over here, today's been a very relaxing day. Went and got some stuff done, took care of some projects to work on, and got quite a lot of writing done for tonight. So we got a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, we took care of a lot of things today. Because yesterday, if you guys saw, I could not focus at all, as I was saying on social media, on how to write this chapter, how to get this gameplay up and going for today. I thankfully, though, finally had some time today and was able to sit down and get my brain working and get it taken care of. And hello to Zeke. How are you doing, brother? Hopefully you're doing well. Hi, Yuko. Hello. Welcome into tonight's stream. Now, I will remind everyone that for these streams, we are doing them as a charity event for Toys for Tots. So if you donate using that link at the top of the chat there, you get your name put on that very beautiful tree there, and you get entered into a raffle to win a free $20 game. All donations go towards Toys for Tots, and we help buy toys for local Pittsburgh families and donate them so we can give them out and make people smile. Doing very well. I was going to say you're looking gorgeous. Oh, well, glorious. Thank you. Thank you so much. I literally just did this in under 10 minutes. Yeah, all of this was just done in under 10 minutes because I was so involved in writing. I forgot what time it was. I was like, oh shit, I have to go get ready. And took my advice. Well, I'm glad you did. Yes, that, it is important to, just go have fun. Go enjoy yourself. And don't worry about whether numbers are going up, whether numbers are going down. Whichever way they're fluctuating, that's okay. Those things happen. Those numbers will always bounce around. The important thing, though, is to just make sure that you are having a fun time. That's all it's about, is making sure that you are enjoying yourself. Now, I will mention, as I always do for these streams on Sunday, they are lurker friendly, because I am unable to chat with you guys, just so that way I can keep the story and the chat going on, and I can keep up with the game and keep our immersion together. But you guys can still be chatting in the comments there with each other, and I do still read them. I have you guys all up so I can see what you're saying. I just can't respond because it would break the storyline. It makes it a little hard when I go to upload all this on YouTube then if I'm spending most of my time responding to you guys. But let us get ready. Let's go get our players and get in here on this. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. And how are all of our vampires doing tonight? Good. Sorry that I was running slightly behind. I was still doing some writing and then realized, hey, you need to go hop on and get stuff taken care of.
I was here the whole time, and just my audio was fucked up for Discord, so I had to switch it.
That's fair. That happens.
And I'm sorry, I sound a little poopy right now. I don't know if I've got fucking allergies acting out the wazoo or I got a fucking cold coming on.
Ah, I see. That's okay. I'll abuse you enough that, you won't even worry about being sick. You're just going to be in tears anyhow. You'll be fine.
It's gonna make shit worse.
That's okay.
I do apologize if I'm a bit sniffly. I drink a whole bunch of lemon, ginger, and mint tea. Let's see if that would help, and took some cold and medicine as well as allergy meds.
Very good. All right.
Plus side, my foot's better.
That's good. We are glad to hear that your feet are doing better. Well, last session we left off. We were all at Noli's house, except for Crash, or except for Sergey, who had just not yet come home. He was out running a few errands for the evening, but before the dawn arose, he did sneak back in, silently pulled his truck in, was able to get to his coffin in time before the sun rose. For all of my vampires, though, give me a rouse check, as we are at a new night.
New dice!
Yeah. Make the jingly dice noises.
I got a 6.
6, you passed.
8 for Max and brief AFK.
Max is good as well. Okay.
6, I passed.
Pass. All right.
By the way, what it was chapter 3?
Witches and Bayous.
That's a 7 for me, Blood.
Ooh, everyone passes. So everyone stays at 1 hunger. Sorry, I have a begging puppy dog right now. Give me 1 sec. Let me appease him. Watch butt. But as a general reminder of what was going on last time the Coterie was able to report back into the Elders. However, a lot of the information you guys had, you decided you didn't want to share it with them. You did, however, mention the silver stake, which, when questioned about it, you realized you left at the scene. After a quick scolding and being rushed out, you all decided to split up. Guys went off to the park to retrieve the stake and see what was going on there, where they met an unusual ally, a gangrel vampire kindred by the name of West. He was watching as an amateur musician, somehow was drawing in such a crowd that for someone missing a lot of notes, he shouldn't have had. The girls went off to the bar. They went and found out that many people have been disappearing from all over the city, even disappearing right in plain sight. You also found out that the symbol of the broke or slash crown has been appearing in more places than one. It has been showing up all over the city. Many, many factions are starting to get worried. This seems to be encroaching upon everyone. And as the night wrapped up, we all ended up back at Max's house, where Nyx revealed her ghost. Ray came out, surprising everybody, giving a big chill to everyone as she ascended up the steps to her room. And Max found a secret note, which he read to the group, telling him that his power grab could be up, that he could potentially reach his goal. He was warned not to share it with others, but it's not like the elders can really do it, can they? And with that, it is a new dawn or a new evening. We are back at the house. Take it away, guys.
Ah, good evening, my friends. That was a
Good
nap.
evening.
What's so fucking good about this evening?
Anybody heard from Sergey?
I don't know, he's your friend.
That would be a great start. I'm gonna check my text messages.
And as you say this, you hear Sergei's lumbering footsteps. He comes down the stairs. He didn't send you a message, but you can definitely hear him coming down.
Oh, good.
Seemed to answer itself.
Crash, I think you might be having mic issues, my friend.
Yeah, it came unplugged. I've been fumbling around trying to get it plugged back in.
You're all good.
Privet, comrades.
Good morning. Good whatever, you fucking teddy bear.
I'm glad to see you made it safe last night.
Oh yes, I just had to a favor from an old friend called in.
No worries. We have a favor from a new friend.
Oh yes. Do tell.
Well, we put our heads together and we know there's some shenanigans afoot. What are we gonna do about it? What do we want to do before we get unceremoniously yanked back on our collars?
And as the group will remember from their conversation at the bar, they were told that the witches in the lower part of the French Quarter do have information that could be useful, that even amongst their people, some of them have been going missing as well.
And we have a symbol from those witches as well, correct? Or from...
Indeed, you do have a symbol that they can decipher for you.
So it looks like we have a couple of reasons to go visit these witches. Should I arrange for us to get a ride?
I think that'd be a good idea. I'll be able to get more information, hopefully.
I'll have Sergey's truck brought around the back. And apologies, I need an AFK again. Be right back.
No worries. As the truck is being called around the back, Sable, give me 1 second. I can't help out. Sable, you get a message back from the council applauding you for collecting the missing evidence and making sure that it was not stolen. And they are also surprised to hear that there are other troubles happening in different parts of the city. I see that you did not let them know the bartender's name. Did you let them know what faction he was from?
No, it's not relevant to the information I got.
Very well. And as far as they know, disappearances have been occurring all over the city, and that this may very well be tied to the witches. They order you to continue following along and to continue keeping an eye in case things go south. A few moments later, one of the guards shows up at the front door and hands Sergey his keys back. Your truck, sir. We made sure it was filled with gas and that everything was working well. We also may have added a few other additions to the truck, seeing as how you told us last night that there have been some issues going on recently.
Yes, extras is always welcome.
And with that, are we going to be heading off to the witches' quarters?
I'm ready.
I would
Sluggish. Go ahead, Crash.
I would assume that's the heading.
Very well. However, does anyone ask about how Nick seems to just be kind of feeling like they're hungover? They almost seem like they're just bleh tonight. Their usual sass and fire seems to be dampened.
I clumsily crawl into the back of the truck, make it more apparent.
Hey, comrade, you do not look so hot tonight. You sure you good to go?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I just new place, new everything. I need to get used to it.
Oh, I understand. I understand. When I come from motherland, America was so strange to me. Long time to adjust. If driving is crazy, there's tow strap attached to truck bed. Just hold on.
I'll be fine. Just give me a little bit. I'll be good. Just it's not the same not being in my house, so I'll be fine.
And with that, everyone piles into the truck. And
Shotgun.
of course, Max is in shotgun as always. He was already waiting in the truck as everyone else was deciding where they were going to sit. He knows his rightful spot. No one will be de-seating him. And as you guys head through the French Quarter, down to the older parts where the witches still exist, but for many people, it seems just like tourists. They don't really seem as mystical as you would think of as witches. But you do notice an older shop there, Madame Laveau's Oddity. But before we get there, I'm going to need an awareness roll from the group. Any one of you can make it. Only need one.
Who's been rolling well?
I was gonna say I have my face locked in my phone. I am not aware.
seeing as I'm in the back, I can make it in the truck in the bed of the truck.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't pass. I got a fucking 4 and a fucking 3.
Would you like to re-roll? And spend a willpower to re-roll.
Okay, I'll re-roll. I got to break in the new dice. I got 1 pass that time.
One pass. With one pass, you do notice that a lot of the people here seem to be watching you all. Even as you get out of the truck, there are many people who are just standing around. They're pointing and whispering. It's not often they get your kind down here, but they are definitely on alert that you are here.
Anyone else notice that we have seemed to draw a lot of attention to ourselves?
Sergey, can I borrow your piece?
Yes, borrow away. The house security said they gave extras if someone needs something.
And going into that, you notice that under your seat, that not only was there your trusty sawed-off shotgun, but there is also a 1911 filled with 45 caliber bullets in it. You notice there are 2 extra 9mm hidden in the glove box, and there is a few stakes hidden under the back seat.
Seeing as this
Oh,
is
yes.
seeing as this is I'm pretty comfortable with this, and I'm in an area of witches. I just I turn to Sergey and go, Sergey, do you mind? I'm gonna give this back to you, but I will need this later, and probably say you should be the only one to carry one, just just in case. But anyone else, I think it'd be a good idea we just leave the rest behind. It'd be good.
That is completely fine with me.
And I passed Sergey the gun that I borrowed from him last night.
The revolver.
Okay.
Yeah, the revolver.
He'll take the 357 back and he'll tuck it down in the back of his pants. If you say we are good, I will carry only one.
Think we'll be good. Just this is the one time I'm gonna say, let me do the talking.
Very well. Is anyone else besides Max and Sergey going to bring a weapon with them? We've already seen Nyx has disarmed herself. Sable, are you planning to take any of those stakes? Or are you confident in hand-to-hand this time?
I would much prefer hand to hand.
Very well. As you guys head into Madame Laveau's shop, you can see that there's an older black woman who is running this shop. She is not, however, Miss Laveau, seeing as how she died in the 1800s. But Nyx and Sable, since you are both from the area, you do know that she was a prominent hoodoo and voodoo practitioner. Many people used to come from all over to see her. The young woman, or the older black woman who is now running the shop, is her granddaughter. She introduced herself as Miss Sherry. Well, hello there, darlings. How are we doing tonight?
Am I pretty familiar with Miss Sherry? Like I have a relationship with her, seeing as I've come down here quite a bit.
You do have a bit of a relationship with her. Not entirely friendly, but she doesn't consider you a nuisance. Ah, Nix. Back down here again, huh? Need something new this time?
Well, Miss Sherry, I could use a little bit of a pick me up just 'cause I'm feeling a bit worn out. If you have a little remedy, and by any chance, can we meet somewhere a little bit more private just to have a conversation with you? It shouldn't take too long, and I won't take up too much of your time. I know you're a busy lady.
Well, I'm not often in the business of feeding your kind, but I think this time we can make an exception. He motions to one of the cashiers who is standing there explaining some oddities to a few local tourists who have wandered in. He motions to them to close up shop and join her in the back. A few moments later, she leads you guys through the back door, leading you through what looks like the supply room into a very, very quaint Louisiana home. Her assistant soon follows behind and she motions to them. Darling, would you please let my friend there just have a little bit of a taste from you? She seems to be a little worse for wear, and we don't want her preying on any of the other witches around here. Clarification, this person is not a witch. I knew that is a prey exclusion, but figured I'd mention.
Okay. And I take the teensiest bit because I know she had, even if she's not a witch, she had uh Miss Sherry's probably done like enough, like given her some herbal stuff that would help. So I know it would just the teeniest amount would work just fine.
Indeed. You just lightly sip at their wrist, only taking just a little bit, just enough. Try and make yourself feel a bit better. And you do feel it. You do feel a bit of the herbal remedies and teas that they have been drinking. And it does start to make you feel slightly better. Your mood perks up a little bit. You have a slight bit of color back to you. Not much, considering you're still undead. But it does feel a little bit better. In your mind, a little bit clearer.
I do appreciate you doing that, Miss Sherry. I would not ask if it was not important. And I know you take really good care of your employees. And as such, I would like to give you something for this. And I pass her about $200 for it. And again, Miss Sherry, I won't I won't ask unless it is completely necessary. So I do appreciate it.
Of course, darling, of course. And don't worry, Bo doesn't mind. We've found that he often likes to hang around your lot, so he's more than happy to be of service to you. But you did mention that there was something else you needed from me.
Yeah. So we we wouldn't I wouldn't come down here like this if it wasn't something very important, something of the utmost concern. And I slowly pull out the brooch and sit it on the table where she can see the emblem. And with a straight face, I go, so, Miss Sherry, should we be concerned about this?
As you take out the brooch, Max, please give me a composure and resolve roll. Remember to include that hunger dice.
Ooh. I rolled a 9, but I rolled a 1 on my hunger die.
You are all good though. The roll was still a success. As you see this amulet, you do feel a bit of a chill. You remember this symbol. Not exactly one you like to be around, but you were able to steel your nerves and calm your face, or anyone in the room can notice that this symbol makes you uneasy. On the other hand, however, you do notice that Miss Sherry looks taken back. She leans back in her chair, looking down at the road, and she looks up at all of you. My. Now what are you for doing with the symbol of Papa Legba? What new things have you been getting yourselves into?
Not necessarily what we're getting into, Miss Sherry. Seems some others are starting to stir up some trouble. And from the sounds of it, the trouble's spread to you guys. And honestly, Miss Sherry, you know I'm pretty knowledgeable on my stuff, but for me to come to you and ask what's going on, it's pretty important, right?
Absolutely it is. We've I hate to admit it, and I hate giving away information to people who are not of our community, but we have noticed that some of our young folk around here have been getting taken. They've been getting stolen away, and it has become a cause for concern to us. And we have started to see a symbol of a slashed crown around our parts here. We've also noticed some people in black robes. But this pendant here, this very one you have, there's been talk of a coven of witches that had moved out to the Bayou. They moved there a few months ago after your Prince Antonio's death. No one really knows why they decided to leave, but they left very suddenly, and since then, they've been keeping themselves very isolated out there. They never really come into town anymore, and we never really see their type again. I've sent a few people to investigate, but from what I can hear, no one has particularly been able to find them.
Well, Miss Sherry, I think it would be a benefit to both of us if maybe we make a visit for you.
You know, my dear, I think that would be quite lovely. But tell me, what is it exactly about this brooch that you are really wondering about? Tell me, what is it you really wish to inquire about? Where did you find this?
Well, where I found it is not too important. I kind of look at the group and kind of gauge whether I can trust them with this information or not. And I go with my gut and that trust them. You know I've been looking for someone.
Why,
Do you think
yes.
that do you think that has any connection with you know who?
Well, I will say that she did pay a visit through here just recently. She came
Just
by.
recently.
Yes, she had just swung through the quarter quite recently. Maybe a month or two ago. Right around the time that the preparation for Marie was going on. She was tasked with checking out the venue and making sure that the park had proper magic upon it and proper protections to make sure that none of the other witches who would oppose your kind would show up and cause trouble. But after that, we haven't really seen her. I'm guessing that this brooch you found has something to do with that recent attack that we heard about.
It does. It does, Miss Sherry. And I hate to say it, but should I be should I be concerned about our safety?
Well, my dear, she sits back further in her chair and looks more relaxed. As you may know, but let me explain to your friend. This symbol here belongs to the Loa Papa Legba. He is considered the guardian of the gate. He's not particularly an evil Loa. He simply guards the gate to the afterlife. Whether you go onward, whether you go down, or whether you will just spend eternity wandering around. But it is very well known that he's not a fan of your kind, seeing as how you are dead, but yet undead. Your souls have not yet been sorted, but just here, and it does cause him some concern and trouble that there are your species around. And he has noticed, or we've heard tale, that he has noticed the increase of your kind coming into the city. Seeing as how this symbol's been found so close to stuff and is popping up around the same time as all these disappearances, I think it would be safe to say that some of that coven might be out there working on a way to start trying to rid our city.
Well then, Miss Sherry, I humbly ask, in order to make sure that the witches in the area are protected and everything gets resolved, can I ask you to do a protection spell for us to make sure we can complete our task for you with success?
Well, darling, as much as I like you, and I do like you, I am unable to do that. Because if I were to do that, a lot of the other witches here in the quarter would see it as a betrayal to our own kind. That even this information I am telling you about this coven of witches could be considered heresy by them and seen as if I was betraying my own kind here. But I will let you know that we, or I, will keep my mouth silent about your visit and why you have come here. Because if an all-out war were to start because a coven of witches were trying to go against your kind, it would mean a lot of bloodshed, a lot of death, and many, many witches dead. And that's something we just can't have.
And I will let no word pass my lips that we spoke. Just out of protection for you and out of the utmost respect for your grandmother. I will
Why,
keep my
thank
word.
you. I will also mention that we've had a lot of witches, locals, and tourists disappearing from here. We've noticed there have been some people in black robes hanging around as well. We haven't really had the chance to question them or look into them, because by the time we start approaching, they seem to disappear with supernatural speed and ability. But there has been quite a few witches who have gone missing lately, and it's starting to cause whispers, rumors that our kind may not be safe. I also have something to show you at the front of the house. Come along with me. She leads
Okay.
you back to the front of the store, and you notice on the windowsill outside of her shop, there is an etching of a slashed crown on the windowsill. Seems somebody has taken notice that she has put her eye into things and has decided to leave their mark as a way to tell her just keep to her shop, stay away.
I scribbled down the mark and everything.
While she's leading you guys through the shop, I'm gonna need. We're not gonna do any rolls for this. Max, as we're passing through the shop, you notice that there was a crystal ball sitting on a shelf. It wouldn't really catch your eye normally, but as you were passing it, it looked like there was a figure standing behind it, looking out at you.
Pass the crystal ball before I look into it.
As you pass by it, there is no one on the other side. But when you glance back, it seems that the face is still there looking at you.
I'm certainly not going to touch it, but I'd like to buy it. I'm going to grab the cashier lady and say, hey, this looks like a great gift. Can I pick this up?
Absolutely, sir. Bo goes ahead to start ringing it out. And as she goes to ring it out, Madame Laveau looks over. Interesting. That's been sitting on that shelf the better part of 30 years. Seems that something about it drew your eye, huh?
Oh, there's a couple of things that draw my eye about this particular piece.
Very well. So, mark that down a little bit. After all, it has been on that shelf for a while. Take 15% off that price for him. He's in good company. We're going to help him out a little bit.
Appreciation.
And Sergey, as you are wandering through the store, you notice a jewelry case. Jewelry's not really your thing. It looks nice, but it often gets in the way, and most of it doesn't really fit your hands. But there is one ring that kind of catches your eye. It's a gold ring, and it looks like it has a Soviet mark on it. Not that of a Nazi, but it does have the hammer and sickle. Please roll wits and insight for me.
Wits and insight. Alright, so is that with the hunger dice too?
Yep, one hunger dice will replace one of your normal dice there.
Alright. That would be all failures.
All failures. Would you like to re-roll up to 3 of your dice?
Yeah, I will.
All right. Mark one superficial willpower mark, and go ahead and re-roll 3 of those dice. Not the blood dice, though.
Okay. 2 successes.
2 successes. As you're looking into the ring, you hear the voices of old comrades. You can hear whispers of old commanders shouting out orders. You can hear the revelry of toasting in the bar. You hear Nostrovia. This ring reminds you very much of home. It's very weird that it's found its way all the way down here to the south.
Madame, how much for the ring?
What, that thing? Oh, darling, that was dropped off here many, many years ago. Someone told us that, their grandfather had come on over from your country. And, well, that they didn't... It was at a time when your kind, the Russians, were still not very well liked. So they wanted to get rid of it, so that way they wouldn't have any trouble. But for you, seeing as it's part of your history and your heritage, how about you take that? It belongs with your people. You go ahead and have that ring.
Fargo just nod his head and he's just like getting absorbed into the ring, thinking about home.
And as you are looking at the ring, Bo goes ahead and slides it out of the case, hands it over to you. It's a pretty large ring.
I was gonna say, does it fit?
It does. It slides
He'll-
on your
he'll-
hand comfortably.
I was about to say he'll slide it on if it fits.
Indeed. You slide it on your right middle finger, and it fits on perfectly. It adorns your hand very well. Now, Sable, you, as you're walking through the store, you notice there's a handkerchief that's sitting by a display box. It's neatly folded, but it's got a mark on it that you remember. It has the mark of the Lassombre clan on it, which is odd to you, considering that besides when your sire fled almost 4 years ago, you are the only other Lassombre that you know of in town.
Do I have any other knowledge of it? Like, can I do a check or something?
Yeah, let me see what we're going to roll. Put in investigation, intelligence, and wit. We're going to go with 3 for this one.
Um, 1, 2. 3 successes?
You said 3?
3 successes, yes.
Sable, as you're looking at this, you're reminded. Your sire used to carry a handkerchief that looked just like this, always neatly folded in his pocket. And as you're looking closer, not only does this look exactly the same, this is exactly the same one. This belonged to him.
How much for this handkerchief?
Ah, you know, Lucian did tell me one day that a young little thing might come in here and inquire about that. I have a feeling he meant you. How about you just take that, seeing as how it belongs to you?
Much appreciated. I will remember this.
And as she politely hands it over to you, leans in close and whispers, you know, he hasn't gone away completely.
I just nod and don't say anything.
Mm-hmm. Very well. And for you, Nick, she leads you guys back into her house. And she pulls an old, worn book off of the her shelf and hands it to you. It is a book about older voodoo practices and has a particular section about summoning the Loa and a bit of information on them. He hands it over to you. While we can't tell you too much, I will say this book here might give you some of those answers you're looking for.
Well, thank you, Miss Sherry. Do it really quick. Do I feel any affinity for the book or anything, or notice anything off with it?
Give me an occult and Occult and intelligence roll.
Okay. 3 successes.
3 successes. The moment the book is in your hand, it feels warm. It feels like this has been either looked through recently or that there is something on it that just seems to draw to you. You're not too sure what it is, but it does have familiarity to it.
Thank you, Miss Sherry. I do appreciate this. Before we leave, though, I would like to purchase some supplies. I'm running a bit low. And I kind of downplayed that. I was like excited for this book, that I have this book.
She smiles and she notices your excitement, and she leans back against the wall. Well then, tell me what it is you're looking to buy, and I might just be in the mood to sell tonight.
The usual. Some black salt, sage, and the normal kind. Like, do you mind if I take a lap around the store for old time's sake?
You could take a browse, but you know you ain't gonna find it there. He points to a beaded curtain off to the side. Go on in there. Pick what you need. And remember, that money's gotta be on that counter.
Yeah, I know the rules, Miss Sherry.
Oh, I know. It's just fun to remind you.
I chuckle a little bit to myself and kind of scurry over there, then shout through the beads. I'll be right back, guys!
As you disappear behind the beaded wall, you see voodoo dolls, you see fetuses in jars, you see symbols of different crafts, you see skulls with carvings on them, tubes of mysterious liquids, sage hanging from the ceiling, along with lavender and a few other plants. Towards the back, you notice an altar picture of Miss Laveau on it.
Head over to the altar of Miss Lavelle and kind of pay my respects to her and leave like a coin on the altar for her. Madame Laveau, it was fun. It was fun knowing you. We had some good times.
As you leave this little token on the table, it almost feels like there is a hand that pats you on the shoulder.
I do sense the unseen.
You won't have to do that. You know that in this shop, it's not just a normal tourist shop. This place, it has old magic to it. And while you can't see anyone there, you know that there was no one really there. But a spirit might have just touched you, let you know it's okay.
I tear up a bit and let one fall down.
A small droplet of blood falls from your cheek and splashes on the ground.
I just go, you better be partying over there and having the time of your life with those Mardi Gras. And then start grabbing some of the sage and everything and taking a look at the bottles. Can I sniff some of the bottles to see if I recognize any of them?
Absolutely. Give me an occult roll.
Just an occult roll.
Correct.
Okie doke. two successes,
You
with one
s-
being a crit.
Oh, you got a crit?
Yeah, a crit success.
Okay.
These dice are working.
Well then, I will let you identify up to 4 different bottles.
How many bottles are there?
There's a lot. There's a lot. She keeps
Okay.
this back room very well stocked. Is there any particular items that you were, or liquids that you were looking
I am looking for like a healing one that does like minor healing. Um, one for uh that might help with manipulation,
for? Hmm.
and then one that would help with performance or persuasion.
I see. I see. So looking for something along the lines of an herbal remedy to help make you feel a bit better. It doesn't really have the ability to make you healthier. After all, that would venture too much into fantasy. But there is a bottle on the shelf that is a mixture of peppermint oil, some sage leaves, bits of honey, and a few other herbal stuff that's often known to help cure feelings of sickness. In the way of something seductive, you notice a bottle in a very, very lovely shade of purple, a darker shade. As you open the bottle and smell it, an overwhelming scent of roses and a special kind of perfume. You can't really identify it. Fills your nose. This isn't just a normal type of perfume. And this isn't a liquid that you would really just wear. But it's also one, if you were to put it into someone's drink, the next few hours while it was in their system, they're going to listen, they're going to obey, they are going to be at your service. And for a bottle on persuasion, there is a small bluish vial over in the corner. It's labeled for special uses. You've had to pick this up from Miss Laveau before. This is definitely a truth serum here. It's mixed with a bunch of older medicine. But someone is under its effect. They're almost in a trance. They're going to have to tell you whatever they know.
So I grabbed those 3, and I put them. I forgot to ask. Do I have like a bag or something?
We can say you have a purse with you. A very
Okay,
nice size purse.
Stick them in my purse and everything, and then I walk over to the skulls that have the symbols on them and kind of take a gander at them and see which ones I am drawn to. If I recognize any.
Fair.
Not the skulls, but the symbols.
That's fair.
Oh, though there might be some that I might know. Do I roll for that too?
Nope. You won't have to roll for that one. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I was answering a message from beyond the grave.
Hey, take your
You
time.
people. You people post me things in this damn Discord.
Oh, you don't you dare complain. You can do it.
You notice one skull has an Nordic rune on it. is one line down directly through an X. It is a rune of strength. There is another one of peace, which looks almost like an 8, but the lower bottom left hand side only has one line. Does not complete the figure. There's a line down the center. For our viewers at home, let me go ahead and share this so you may see what we're talking about. That's and last but not least, you do notice a skull that has a symbol similar to that of Papa Legfuzz. It is a very, very similar symbol. Let me pull up a picture for everyone. It is a symbol almost identical to this one. However, instead of the marks on that far right hand side, it just ends over there. There's nothing else on that side. But when you're looking at this skull, it feels ominous. This skull, when you look at it, fills you with dread. This is not an item that you should be touching. You know, a lot of things around here are not things you really want to put your hands on.
So I avoid that last one like the plague and kind of give it the evil eye stare of like, you better fucking not, and grab the other two, stash them in my bag. Kind of do once over again just to make sure I didn't miss anything, and then I just give myself a satisfactory nod. And do I leave it on the counter outside, like in the front counter, or is there like a special counter back there?
It'll be at the regular counter.
Okay. I
Now,
walk out. I make sure to pull out a good wad of cash, and then before I walk out, and then I go and like kind of try to get. I make sure Madame Laveau's granddaughter sees me put the cash at the end of the counter, and give her a quick nod and a wink.
she smiles looking at you as you casually slide the $2,000 over to Bo, who without saying a word, takes it and just slides it under the counter. Miss Cherie looks over, he gives you a nod and smiles at you. But all the while Nix was in there perusing, was there anything that you three were discussing or glancing about for?
I'm really loath to have any like actual conversation in public, but yeah, I'll kind of look around at stuff and poke and kind of like a husband taking his wife shopping. Like I'm just there to look pretty, right?
Ah, yes, just the casual looking around, looking at some of the artifacts here, looking at some of the older text and books that she has on display. And it's impressive. This woman has a very, very large and vast stock here. But there's really nothing of interest to you. Most of it, you don't take as much stock in.
maybe we should all step outside and let her finish her business, and we can take a look at this this symbol on the wall and head out.
Okay,
Sounds
I'm
like a
willing to step
plan.
outside.
And as you guys prepare to step out, as Nyx has come back out of the back room, she's starting to pay for her stuff. You all notice that there is a note stuck to the front door with the symbol of the slashed crown on it. It wasn't there when you walked in, and it wasn't there when she was just showing you the mark by the windowsill. This just got there within the last little bit when you were taken back into the room.
Since it's really my only trick, I'm gonna jump out, bust out the front door, swiftly but casually, and activate Sense the Unseen.
Very well. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Ooh, I got a 9 and a 7 and 2 ones.
As you are looking around, you don't see anyone on the street level, but you start examining the rooftops, and you notice there's a figure standing up on a roof. They look in your direction. They're wearing a black robe, and as they make eye contact with you, they jump off the other edge of the roof. It seems there are still eyes on you here as well. You also do notice that Jack, the Nosferatu, from the bar, was standing off to the side by Sergei's truck. He's invisible, but he's not standing there in a way like he's there to cause trouble. He's just casually waiting.
Oh, we have a visitor.
What visitor?
I'll casually nod my head, point my chin towards Jack.
As you do that, Sable, will you be taking the note off the door?
Yes. I'll take that now.
Miss Sherry looks unsatisfied about this. Not that you've taken the note, but that apparently eyes are on her. She looks worried and looks at all of you. Well, my children, I think it's time you all get out of here. It seems somebody is paying a little too close of attention to y'all, and I don't need them coming here and causing me some problems. So I wish y'all a fair night, but I'm gonna have to ask y'all to leave now.
Oh, no worries, Miss Sherry. We'll be on our way out. Mote it be.
Mote it be. And as she closes the door behind you, she does lock it. You see she motions to Bo. Lights go off in the shop, and you can tell that this has shaken her up. As you are all walking towards the truck, Sable, you open the note. Inside the note, it is a sign. There's a letter that says, "Come find us out here. But watch out for the gator." And on the back of the map, or on the back of that letter, there's a hand-drawn map and an address. I think someone
We're all
might be
back
muted.
together.
Oh, sorry, had the mic issue. I was gonna say, I will share this with everyone. I'll motion for everyone to come take a look.
Now, before I join the group up to seeing Sable call me, I do like a quick little protection rune spell on the door of Madame Laveau's shop, so that way no one comes to harm her.
Very well. You leave a rune upon her windowsill there. Not one that's seen. You already know that she does have spells and preparations up around the shop. And as you do your ritual, normally such things would be rejected here in the quarter, and that these spells would not merge. But seeing as how she has been one of the people who's been helping you and teaching you, the rune works well, and it slides into place, and you can feel as if it is up and it is holding.
Then I joined the group. Be like, what's up?
We're about to go visit your buddy Jack, but I don't know if anybody else noticed. We are 100% under surveillance.
I did
Not just
tell
that note, but that I mean, there are people watching us actively all the time.
I mean, I did let you guys know we were being watched. We did have some eyes on us, and much as I like being noticed, this kind of attention when I'm down here, I don't like it.
I do find it strange that they know where we are going to be before we are there every time.
Yeah, how do we get on the offensive with this? How do we find out where they're going?
And this notice, these most definitely trap.
Oh, 100%.
We could just go out and ask them.
It's our strongest lead so far, and the only way we've been able to find out exactly where they are. So whether it's a trap or not, I think it warrants looking into.
Oh, I'm not saying we don't go. I'm just saying if we go, we walk out alive, not them.
In a matter of speaking, but absolutely.
Well, you know.
And as you all...
Not
Go ahead.
Not second death for us.
Absolutely.
As you all arrive at the truck, Max, your eyes are still on Jack. He now acknowledges that you are seeing where he's at. He speaks and everyone hears his voice. Hey, can we have this conversation inside the truck? It looks a little weird when you all are just talking to the back of the truck like this. Can we squeeze me in there for a moment?
Sure. Why do we need to have this conversation in stealth mode?
Well, you remember what I look like, right? That I'm a Nosferatu. I kind of stick out like a sore thumb if I'm not invisible. And people go screaming, and the witches really, really hate seeing my face. I'd rather not get attacked tonight or have to deal with a breach.
Ah, that I understand. Yeah, let's head back into the truck.
And as you guys all pile into the truck, Jack looks a little squished in the back seat, but he looks...
I'm still in the bed of the truck, and I tap on the glass. Now then, hey, you guys!
As you do that...
Sable, slide window open. Slide little window opens on back of window.
It let out an audible sigh, but I do turn and open up the window.
And once you are all inside the truck, Jack drops his unseen presence. You can all now see him again. He looks at you. Hey, yeah. Carl sent me down here because, well, we just had some trouble recently at the bar. One of the servers got snatched by one of the people in black robes on her way into work. And as much as we'd love to handle this issue, there's not really enough of us, and we don't have the backing that you guys have. So he sent me down here to talk to you guys, see if you were here. And he said he would be very, very much obliged and in your debt if you could take a look and see who's stealing his people.
But Jack, I thought you just wanted to come and say hi to me. I thought we were friends.
I do like seeing you, but I don't like being out in public. it makes me feel weird being around these people. These witches down here, they do weird stuff sometimes. Makes my skin crawl.
I thought you said you were head of security at bar.
That I am. I was dealing with the bar fight that happened. There was a big fight that broke out. There was a lot of people who got into it. Was trying to break that up. By the time we looked back, we noticed that Sophia got snatched.
That's a distraction. That sounds premeditated.
That's what we thought, because after we broke up the fight, all of them left pretty easily. We only had to rough them up a little bit before they left.
Now was this Sophia? Was she the one working behind the bar the last night?
Yeah, that was her. Yeah, miss, I can't do things right. She may not be a good employee, but she draws a crowd with her smile, and she's at least trying. Jack is a little sentimental on that.
That was a little harsh saying Miss cannot do her job right for head of security that loses personnel.
I was doing my job. We were dealing with the fight. She continues to mess up drink orders. She's been on her last leg, but because Carl likes people and he likes the way she is and her determination, he keeps her around. Me, I'd have thrown her out.
But Jack, she was give her the benefit of the doubt. She was working so hard, and last night I saw her get quite a few drinks right.
Yeah, he is learning. I'll give her that. But when you run a business, you got to be about the profits. She's been losing money for a long while, but she seems to be turning the corner. But either way, not important anymore. The point is, one of our people's gone missing. I can't have all of our people out there looking for him because we're still trying to clean up the mess that's been happening and still trying to keep an eye on our people there. So Carl asked me to reach out and extend a favor to you, if you will. He says if you help him locate Sophia and try and fix this issue, that he will give you anything you desire that he can.
Anything?
It sounds like we are being offered a boon.
Yes. You help us find her, and you will receive a boon.
I say, Jack, just 'cause I like you. If it was up to me, I'd say yes. But I gotta ask these three too. Just know you got at least one yes from me.
There's a reason I like you.
I'm never against having access to a boon.
Hey Max, do you want me to clean up his security job?
Maybe on a long enough timeline, but they're definitely going to pay for that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head out now, and I'll tell Carl that if you're able to, you'll get it for him, and I'll make sure that he remembers he owes you a favor. And with that, he activates Unseen Presence again. Actually, no, he opens the door slightly, activates Unseen Presence, and disappears out into the night. He taps you on the head before he leaves. A little bit.
I deserve that, Jack, but still, bye!
There are a lot of people that have put a lot of faith in us. We should probably return some of that favor.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we're all under the impression we're walking into a big giant trap, right? What options do we have to mitigate any disaster that may befall?
I mean, I can do a little bit if you guys pass me your hands.
Okay.
Do I have to cut it off first? Or does it need to be attached?
It needs to be attached. As much as I
Okay.
appreciate your enthusiasm, that ring looks nice on your hand. You
Thank,
keep it on there,
thank you. I
okay?
would much rather have it attached.
Sable, will you trust
I
me?
I I guess.
So I kind of on everyone's hand do like a protection rune in black salt, but the rune will disappear when it can't be seen on everyone's hand, including my own.
Indeed, as you draw this rune on each person's hand, for a moment, it feels like it tingles. Not a burning sensation, but it feels a little weird. But Nyx keeps your hand in place, and after a few moments, salt almost seems like it dissolves into your skin. Where there was a mark, there is no longer anything there. But you do feel like there's something watching over
I cannot
Thanks.
offer magical protection, but anything in arsenal feel welcome to take and protect yourself with.
Oh, by the way, uh, can I get Sebastian back?
You have named my gun Sebastian.
He told me that's what he wanted to be called.
You hand it back to Nyx. You just hold on to it for now.
I think we got the wrong person as an Alcavian. And as a side note, I will mention to all the players that considering the gravity of the situation and who has given you the orders to be seeking this stuff out, there is also a message that comes into Sable's phone that says the armory is open if you need stuff. And you know that this armory, it holds a lot more than just regular bullets. It's got some special items.
Just look over at I look oh hold on, I gotta pull up my thing. I look up at Sergey and be like, "Hey Sergey, thinking what I'm thinking?"
Oh, we should go stock up for sure.
Fuck
Well,
yeah,
guys,
we should.
we have access to all the best stuff, so we might as well.
And with that, Sergey drives back to the La Lori mansion. But you don't have to go deal with the elders this time. You walk in and you don't see, or Max, you don't see Valerie at the front desk this time. Instead, is a young man dressed in a very fine suit. He nods to you and asks, "How can we help you guys tonight?"
We're here for the armory tonight.
"Ah, in need of a little extra tonight." "Very well. Dimitri over there will lead you over to it." He snaps his fingers, and very punctually, a man carrying, or in a very nice suit with his arms folded neatly in front of him, motions to you. "Over this way. We'll take the elevator." And as you
I
all...
immediately start to follow.
Good.
As we follow, I'm like, oh, Dmitri, that is a nice Soviet name.
Ah, my grandfather came over from the old country.
Your grandfather, so you are Native American then.
Sadly, yes.
Oh, poor child.
We often visit the motherland, but we don't exactly like it here. Too warm.
Agreed.
As everyone piles into the elevator, Dimitri presses an unlabeled button. The elevator descends. It feels like it descends for a few moments, longer than what it should to get to a floor. But as you arrive at the bottom level, you step out of the elevator, and you see a large vault like door there. And you see two men standing next to it. Looks like they're holding some heavy firearms. These weapons are definitely well guarded. As Dimitri explains to them that you have been given access, he opens the door, and you open it up and step inside to find the walls lined with handguns of all sizes, shotguns, assault rifles, a few snipers. You also notice large knives, a lot of ornate stakes, and you notice that the ammo is all neatly cased. There's some set off to the side in a separate case. What would you guys like to look at?
I make my way over the handgun, kind of eyeballing, seeing which I can find. Um, the one gun from from Supernatural. Can't remember. We talked about this in that one session. One of the 0 point whatever. I can't remember which one it is.
I getcha.
Talking about the Colt.
Yes.
About to say, we will not be finding the Colt here. That is
Damn it.
demons and supernatural beings.
The one that looks similar.
Go ahead and roll your firearm and add in your awareness.
Find awareness.
You're gonna be 4.
Yep. Two successes.
2 successes. You do find
it's got to be 6 and over for a success, right?
correct.
Okay, yeah, 2.
Very well. As you're looking, you notice that there is a large size revolver there. It's bigger than the other ones next to it. And it looks like the bullets that go in there, they're meant not to just put a hole in something, but to leave a gaping hole.
Yeah. And I start drilling as I grab this gun.
Dimitri smiles and looks at you. An excellent choice. Whatever it is you have to take care of, it's gonna feel a little holy by the end.
The way I like it.
Moving on.
Petting it and going. I start petting it and go, what shall your name be?
Continuing forward, Max, what are you looking at in this room?
Sergey, we're expecting the worst, right?
I would say it's going to get pretty bad.
By the way, I'll be right back.
I'll hand Sergey back his 22, and I'm gonna grab something large and intimidating, like an AK or some kind of assault rifle. I probably barely know how to use it, but it's more for intimidation factor than...
Roll me firearms and intelligence.
Oh yeah, I got 2 9s on that one.
That's what I got on my roll.
Nice. And a 4?
With that, you're still looking at these guns. You're not really sure to tell what they are. You can see them, but you do find a nice mid-sized assault rifle. It looks familiar to Sergey. He points it out. Take the AK. And it is an AK-47 without the long attached handle on it. So it looks almost like a submachine gun, but it's going to be a lot easier to disguise. And as you grab it, Dmitri raises a fist towards Sergei. Very good. That is classic. That do well. And easy to hide.
I'll definitely have Sergey take a look at it, run me through, this is how you load it, this is how you cock it, here's the safety.
Indeed. Sergei does walk you through it, giving you a bit of a tutorial on the gun and how to take care of it. While he is looking and explaining, Sable, where are you looking in this room?
I don't have any interest in collecting any weapons, but I am gonna go to security and just be like, anything of note recently?
They look towards you and they say, everything here has been pretty quiet. We haven't had anyone try to break in, but we've also noticed that that Valerie upstairs, she wasn't here today. Little strange. She's usually here, but for some reason they said she called off, and they had to call in the other guy. And Sable, I will mention, I know that your character specializes in brawl. You do also notice on the wall that there are some brass knuckles on there. Not exactly what most people would grab, but it is something that'd make a punch a little bit harder hitting.
I'll snag them.
As you grab those, Dmitri looks. Ah, up close and personal. Very well. And Sergei, least but not last, after you have given Max a bit more knowledge and feel that he may not blow his head off with this gun or shoot you guys, what is it that catches your eye in the room?
So you're not really worried about any guns they have, but he is looking at the ammo. So he... Oh, you would not happen to have Dragon's Breath shotgun shells, would you?
Dmitri smiles. Thank God, I thought somebody would ask. He leads you over to the separate case. He pulls out some shotgun shells that are a different color. Normally, shotgun shells come in red, green, or clear. These ones are pitch black. He pulls them out and hands them to you. These will definitely create fire. Someone hit with this, catch fire very fast. Soon have bonfire.
Oh, yes. Very good. I imagine packed with white phosphorus.
Yes. So, shield your eyes when you shoot. Might go
Yes.
blind.
Everyone stay behind when shotgun go off.
He looks over to Nyx. We have special bullets for that. And he hands you a case of 44 caliber bullets. But unlike a regular bullet, tips of these have a glow to them.
What's the glow for?
Let's just say if you have to take on our kind, these will help keep them in line. And for Max, sadly they don't have any incendiary rounds for the assault rifle, but he does hand you a casing of full metal jacketed bullets. He looks and he says, these don't go boom, but these go through.
Is there an opportunity to grab like a flak jacket or undershirt vest?
Indeed, there is some armor here.
Yeah, Max is stripping down right there and putting that shit on under his clothes.
Indeed. There will not be one in Sergei's size, but he's a hardy guy. He can take it.
do you guys have any armor that's a bit fashionable but does the job?
We do have the leather jacket over there that's got some armor plating in it. It's usually reserved for our riders, but we think that can work.
Snag the jacket and throw it on. Not usually a leather kind of girl, but what you guys think?
Suits you.
Hopefully
Damn
very
straight.
effective.
Damn straight, it suits me.
Blood, how many shells do I have?
He hands you 2 boxes of them. I don't know exactly how many shotgun shells are normally in a casing or in a thing, but 2 boxes. We'll say there's 45. 48. We're going to go with 48. I like that number.
It's awful generous.
Yes.
That's more like
Yes.
4 boxes.
Oh, then how much would it be for 2 boxes?
I'm gonna say it's probably maybe closer to 24.
Go with 24.
And I was about to say, going 45, that would make it odd because you need 2 shotgun shells in the barrel.
MU, shut the hell up.
Just saying.
Damn it, stop using real world logic on me. How dare you?
Oh, we're playing a game that takes part in real world, so
I will have to increase my knowledge in the future. And while everyone is suiting up, Nick, Coterie does bring over a new suit to you. Here you go, ma'am. You'll suit as you had previously requested the council for. Very well aligned, very sharp, and definitely willing to take a punch.
Much
It's right-
appreciated.
And as you pick up the suit, it has a bit of weight to it, but it's still sleek, still movable, and still does feel lightweight to you overall. This suit is it's pretty armored well. It's not John Wick level, but considering going against pistols and things like that, it'll hold up.
I will get it put on.
Very well. Sorry,
And
I'm
again, we're
trying
just
to
expecting the worst out of this, right?
Always expect the worst and get pleasantly surprised when it's not.
Mhm.
by the way, I forgot to ask for everyone's left hand when I did the protection thingy.
Mm-hmm. And what would you
That
like to do with their left hand?
But what I was just saying, when I did the protection thingy, I should have clarified I needed their left hand for that.
Fair enough. We'll add that as a side note there.
Also, don't forget, guys, this is a charity stream for Toys for Tots.
Indeed. If you use the link pinned at the top of the chat, it will take you to a PayPal account that gets used only for Toys for Tots. If you donate, your name does get put on this lovely Christmas tree here, and you are entered in a raffle for a free $20 game or gift card of your choosing at the end of the month. We will also have one at the end of next month when we are finishing up our campaign. So consider donating. Help make a difference in a child's Christmas. A lot of us out there know what it is to open gifts on Christmas. All you really find is used stuff, some clothes, and nothing that, you really wanted, but it was things that your parents could afford. To help us spread some Christmas joy and take a little stress off the parents out there. Thank you for helping with the plug on that.
No problem. It just popped up in my chat. Since I have it on a timer, it popped up occasionally.
Gotcha.
And remember, it's definitely Toys for Tots, everybody, not some other thing.
Like somebody decided to say on Twitter. If you want that version, you have to wait for the after hours show.
That's the Nick at extra night.
Yes, that is chapter 9 at that point. The party.
Is Rose Stream doing a Adam and Eve Secret Santa?
We might. There you go.
Buy everybody some toys for twats.
That was good. I am proud of you. That was fucking great.
Nailed it.
Which reminds me of a joke. If I can share really quick.
Go ahead.
What do you call a ghost's titties?
Hmm.
Any guesses?
My ex-wife.
Nah, as much as I wish it was.
But what do you call ghost titties?
Paranormal entities.
And titties. Awesome.
Reining everyone back in here. After the group is fully armored up, you are suited well, you're dressed nicely because you're not exactly sure what this location is you're going to, but it's better to look sharp than a little slobbish. Slobbish, not slobic, because you don't want to be making offended by that.
Before we
Say
take
what?
off, I do have a trick that I like to do. Let me rephrase that. I do have a trick that I'm going to do. I don't like to do it. In fact, I really hate to do it. But I feel like we need a one-up on our side before we start heading out to this place. So, Sergey, I'm going to need to borrow you for sure. Ladies, you can join us if you like, but you might not like what you're about to see.
Whoa, boss. What are we? Whoa. What are we doing here?
I'm going to ask for a little help. I just need you to make sure that my body stays mostly intact.
Okay.
We need a room and a vessel.
I was gonna say, I'd like to come watch whatever this is.
I want to wash. How dare you assume?
I'm inviting you in to watch as a form of protection for myself.
Dimitri nods. He leads you over to a corner of room that has some comfortable beds. He says, "You will not be disturbed in here. We will keep the guards outside, and we'll make sure this door keeps sealed."
Is there a way you could acquire for me a vessel that I could feed from, but I am going to tamper with it? It won't be permanent.
Yeah, we have someone. He snaps his fingers, and a few moments later, somebody is led into the room. They have some handcuffs on, and he leads them over to you. "This man was caught trying to break you. Do whatever you wish."
Take off these cuffs, please.
Very well. He takes them off, throws them back to the guards at the door.
So let's immediately hit this guy with Dominate 1 and tell him just calm.
Absolutely. This man goes from looking scared and nervous around you to straightening up his posture. His breathing relaxes. He looks directly at you. "Hello."
I just need to borrow a moment of your time. No big deal. After we're done, I'll make sure you are well compensated and you will walk out that front door. This I promise you.
"Thank you. I was not too sure. They don't seem as they seem like there's something going on here."
Unfortunately, time is of the essence, and we have stuff to do. So we're just gonna get down to this. Max reaches into his pocket and pulls out it's a leather case, and inside the leather case, it looks like a heroin case, 100%. He opens it up. There's needles inside. There's vials inside. There's rubber gaskets, and Max proceeds to fill one of the needles with the drug and insert it into the arm of this vessel.
He looks a little bit concerned, but considering the dominate command was that he is to stay calm, his face contorts a little bit, but he stands perfectly still and allows you.
That's the hard part. Max is his face would be sweating if he could sweat. It's a mix of trepidation, fear, and fun. He looks like he might have a problem, maybe. Max injects, whatever into this person, and then immediately, as the drug is going through the system, begins to feed. Take whatever 1-2 blood points, whatever it takes to fill me up.
I will mention you were only at one hunger. So
Yeah.
all the way down?
All the way down. As much as I can take to fill my belly, but also not murder this person.
Sadly, to get rid of that last hunger dice, he will have to go. But as you know, they did tell you that he was a thief. He was trying to break in.
Yeah, I'll drain him dry.
Very well. As you begin feeding on him and draining him dry, his body starts to go limp. Sergei notices this, grabs hold of the man and holds him up for you. And a few moments later, you feel the blood no longer flowing. The body goes limp. Sergei tosses him over to the corner.
I'm going to, with this drug-fueled blood pumping through my system now, I'm going to sit into the corner and hug my knees and just sink into the depravity that is my Malkavian madness and activate Auspex 2 for premonition.
Very well.
Premonition is something that can fire on its own. Again, like Sense the Unseen, if I'm actively doing it, it's more apt to be guided towards like what I want, but it's all up in the air. I mean, premonition is what it is. It's whatever the storyteller makes it.
Very well. Let's do this together. What is it you are thinking of? What are you trying to get a vision towards?
The location on the map. I previously I would have Google Mapped it. Tried to see, hey, is there a Google Maps for this place out in the swamp? Because there might not be. But try to get it in my head and in my heart. Like, we're looking for these people. These people are out to get us. These people have set up this trap to suck us in, and we are walking right into it. Like, that's what I'm concentrating on.
Very well. As you are sitting in the corner, holding yourself, slightly rocking back and forth, your eyes go a milky white. Your head snaps back, and you see a vision of this house. You couldn't find it on Google Maps because it's so far out there that no one can get out there to map it. It is an older plantation house. Looks like it's been well kept. The exterior is a bright ivory white with black marble pillars. Path to the house is an old wooden bridge. It's surrounded by willow trees, swamp, and it's off of an old dirt road. Going forward, you see inside of the mansion. You see, it looks like there's a party going on. People are dressed very nicely. There are vessels around. There is blood being shared. People are taking care of each other. A woman in a red dress stands out to you. She's a short woman, but she seems to be the one everyone wants to talk to. You also notice a very tall man in a leather jacket, a very large dog. You notice another figure wearing a black muscle tee, black skin tight jeans, visible tattoos. One of the tattoos looks like a serpent coiled around his throat. And then there's another figure that's not as clear to you. It is a woman, but she's wearing a lacy black dress. She has a veil over her face. You cannot fully see what her face looks like, but you can tell that she is pale. She is wearing some format of dark makeup. You then snap forward again. You get a vision of the weather changing violently. You see blood running down a stone. You hear a loud voice blaming that war is coming. And with that, you are snapped back to the present.
Very, very slowly, like blinking. Like I don't even recognize what's going on until I probably see giant ass Sergey and like, oh, okay. Something normal, something oh. Very shaky, very shaken up. Very still under the effects of whatever that drug was. And yeah, I'll just fill everybody in like, oh, I, we might want to get some explosives, maybe. I'll fill everybody in real quick. There is a party going on. There is definitely a quote unquote leader. Looks like some hired muscle, both of the physical and spiritual kind. And there's going to be a lot of collateral damage if we go in, swinging, if that's a choice. Now, I will tell you guys, I see what I see. That's all up for interpretation. It could be real, it could be fake, it could be something, it could be nothing, it could be planted. These are things that somebody could have shown me, and it is what it is. But at least we have info.
What the fuck did you just do, fucker?
We'll call it an out-of-body experience.
Yeah, I know an out-of-body experience when I see it.
The gifts are different, and unfortunately for me to activate mine, I have to do some pretty horrible stuff.
And Max, remember to mark off that last or die. You are fully stated. You don't have to worry about feeding. Your beast has been absolutely stated. They will not be coming barking at you today. And I'm guessing that you will explain more about your ability because Nyx is going to keep questioning. You're going to answer this while you are leaving and entering a vehicle to get there. As you are entering
Blood.
Sergei's truck. Yes.
When the other three walk out, Sergey looks down at the guy and he's shaking his head. He's kind of got this disdainful look on his face. One of his convictions is always keep your sworn word, and he's just thinking about how Max told the guy he was going to walk out the door when he was done.
That is a good point.
I thought about that too. Yep.
I mean, he's going to be quiet about it, but it's on his mind that Max promised this guy that. So just to let you know that's going on in his head, blood. But he'll follow him out though after they all walk out.
I believe we can count that as a stain on your humanity, Sergey. It's not going to be fully negative to you, but it does make you feel a little bit colder. You do feel a little more callous. You feel, for the first time in a long time, that you all, as kindred, are monsters. This man was given someone's word. Now, lie in a shallow grave. It's going to take some reflecting, and it's going to take some time to get over this. You understand that Max had no other way around it. It still doesn't sit right with you. Go ahead and mark one stain on your humanity for me. Little slash.
Gotcha.
And with that, everyone is led back upstairs. Dimitri nods to you, and he looks at you all. I know we give you big guns. I know we give you loud bullets. Please don't go shooting in the middle of the street. We do not need another headache from the Inquisitors and the Sabbat. And we definitely don't need the hunters back down here, okay? We dealt with them a few years ago. Let's not bring them back.
The etiquette of the masquerade is our utmost concern. We promise we will not do anything against it.
Very well. Then good hunting. As you pile into the vehicle, Sable, you share the address that was texted to you with, or well, that I messaged you, that you share that with Sergey. You punch it into a GPS, and you place it up on the dashboard of his truck. He has a clip for it, and it'll fit, but doesn't have a modern dashboard. It's not going to have a built-in navigation system. It takes you...
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, as long as there's a place to set it.
Yep, there is a place to set it. It takes you about half an hour to 45 minutes to get out there. This is out off the interstate. It is tucked way back into the heart of Louisiana.
And just to save time, on the drive out there, I did fill everybody in on the people and the location we're going to, as best of my knowledge.
Indeed. As you arrive, you do see an old plantation house. It is as it was described to you. Bright ivory white, columns marble black. It is surrounded by the willows and the swamp. There's an old wooden bridge. And while looking at the water, you can't see any gators. You definitely know that around this area, they're in there. And they are just waiting for someone to make the mistake and fall in. There are torches on both sides of the path leading down to the mansion. The lights are on. You can see what looks like a party going on. You are greeted by a man that looks like a butler before crossing the bridge. He looks at you and says, "You can park the vehicle over there." He points out to a field with other vehicles out there. The bridge is very old and it will not hold the weight of a vehicle. We do apologize for this issue, but don't worry. All of the vehicles are given the utmost care, and we do have people keeping an eye on them.
Quick question: is this like a table talk? Let me make sure. Is this like a formal party?
This does look kind of like a formal party. These people do look quite nicely dressed.
When we changed into some formal wear, right?
Yes.
Negative.
Sergey did not.
Oh, no. Don't worry. Side note. You all dressed into something alike. Max has his nice suit on. Sergey, you look like a Russian mobster, but not one of the ones in a tracksuit. You know, you got a suit on. People look at you and they're like, "Oh, that's the big boss." Sable has on her new suit that is armor plated inside. And Nick, would you like a dress?
Yes, this is the one time I will dress up, and I like somehow in the span have managed to straighten my hair for it down so it looks nice, but like you can tell I have like purple highlights throughout my hair, but it still looks black in a lot of parts. But I look fucking drop dead gorgeous.
Pick a color for
The
the
other
dress. Sorry, we'll get you in 1 second.
It's like a darkish galaxy kind of like purple and blue and black, but it's like it depending on what where you're looking, it kind of like subtle enough where it changes color, but it's like a nice dark milky like Milky Way galaxy kind of color style.
Perfect.
Low cut.
And with that, it has no sleeves. So the riding jacket that you're wearing, it fits well with it. It normally wouldn't fit with most outfits, but considering this has no sleeves, it's very low cut, and weather around here can be a little chilly at night. That works well for you. Sergey, what were you going to say?
I was gonna say the other three, like Sergey's face looks like fucking just mad child. He hates suits. He's just like cussing and rushing under his breath, and
Before getting out of the truck, pulls off the tie and throws it into the back. Fuck this thing.
most definitely he wouldn't wear a tie. Like he ripped that bitch off. Like
Oh, don't worry. You look so much better without a tie anyway, Sergey.
Are we all good then?
I'm good. I just wanted to make sure because I heard you say we were dressed elegantly, and I did not want to interrupt the story to ask that.
Oh, you are all good. I apologize. That was on me. I should have, had you guys make a note of that.
Cool.
I did. I did make a note of it.
Good. And after you pull the truck over to the side, you keep hold of your keys. Sergey, you know this is the place that this may be a party, but you're not really comfortable leaving your keys to people. So you keep those in your pocket. The man dressed as the butler walks you down the bridge, past the flames, past the torches, to the very old house. As you start approaching, you get very close. At the front door, there's a woman wearing a very, very deep red dress with bright red stilettos, rubies around her neck, and looks like garnets hanging from her ears. She is about 4'10", and she is standing in the doorway, smiling and looking at you all. Off to her left-hand side, you see a giant. This man looks like he means business. He has scars on his face. He has scars across his knuckles. Wearing a very worn leather jacket. Standing at 6'9". He is towering over her. And next to him is an abnormally large black Rottweiler. Still has her tail. Little side detail. And she is standing at stomach height with him. He is standing very tall and is a very big dog. Off behind her on her right side is a man who's bulky. He looks like he could even outbench the other guy. He's wearing a black muscle tee that looks like it's going to rip. He's got skin-tight jeans on. He has visible tattoos. As you'll remember, he has a snake tattoo coiled around his throat. He has a shiny labret piercing, which is the one in the center of the bottom lip. He is 5'10", 10 inches, and his arms look pretty large. Like as if he hit one of those pillars, it's gonna shatter. She looks out at the group. Ah, it seems that our invitation got to you. Hopefully it wasn't too much trouble to get here.
Sergey, which one looks like the most trouble? Size them up, buddy.
It's not often I see men bigger than me. He will be first.
I would like
If
to
it
activate.
comes to that.
If it comes to that. I'm picking up what you're laying down. I would like to activate Scry the Soul and take a look at that gentleman, particularly the biggest one of the bunch.
Very well. What is it you would like?
If I can, specifically, if he's a kindred or a human, and then if I get enough checks, emotional state. I want to know if he's on edge, if he's relaxed, if he's...
Very well. Let's roll it out, shall we?
Yep. Intelligence and aspects versus composure and subterfuge. Ah, shit. Okay. I rolled a 10, 8, 7, and a 1.
10, 8, 7, a 1.
And then a 5, but that one doesn't.
Would you like to re-roll? You have not
Yeah,
used
actually.
any willpower.
I'll burn a willpower here. I'm going to reroll 2. And I got a second 10. Sweet. 2
Perfect.
10s, and 8, and a 7. Thank you, willpower.
With that, from this man, the one wearing the black muscle tee and who is definitely sizing up Sergey as well, you see a red aura around him. He is of a kindred type. And you notice with that red aura, it's lashing out. Looks violent. You can almost deduce and guess that he is Bruja, just like Sergey. And his expression on his face, he is sizing you guys up. Doesn't look impressed. He definitely looks like this party is not his type of thing.
All I'm going to say is expect the worst, team, as we're walking up.
And I whisper in Max's ear, "Do you say there was some spiritual protection here as well?"
An assumption, but yes.
Can I kind of, it's not sense the unseen, but kind of sense if I can detect any like magic or witchcraft being used?
Give me aspect. Occult, since you know it is spiritual. Yeah, let's mix those two together. Aspects and occult. It's going to be 4 dice. One of them a hungry.
Two crit successes and a 7.
As you are here, this area feels like it's steeped in magic. This place, very old. It has a deep history. As you are also feeling around spiritual, you do feel another presence here. It is not a spirit. It is a kindred. But she definitely has some abilities. She is not like the rest.
Can I tell if she's a Tremere or not?
Yes. Yes, she is. Damn it.
I only asked because that's my fucking clan.
Oh, well. Yes, you do sense another Tremere.
And
Her magic is strong enough that right now you can feel it. You have not even reached the mansion, and her presence is there.
I kind of, in a hushed voice, loud enough for everyone else to hear, except for everyone in the party here.
But not the guy.
Yeah, I kind of give him more like, and it's safe to assume that this Tremere definitely has a bit more power than I do, right?
Yes.
Kind of give him more like, yeah, Max. I can't make any promises about this. I'm definitely getting some bad vibes from this. So just definitely we definitely need to be on guard. I visibly look like you can tell like quick flash that I am not comfortable and that I am like visibly shaken.
Mhm.
Well, maybe if we are all on good behavior, we can get out of here without many scratches.
This is the one time I will say yes, I'll be on my very best behavior.
And as you reach front step, the woman in the elegant red dress steps down and reaches out to Mac. Oh, good. You all are here. It seems my little envoy was able to find you. Careful where you traipse, though. Witches don't often make good. My name is Erica Valentina. Nice to meet you.
Maximilian Rockefeller. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Hmm. And who are these people with you as well?
I'm not going to disrespect you by assuming you don't already know the answer to that.
Yes, we've heard of Nick. I know your muscle, Sergey. I think he might be fun for my man Griffin. But they might. And of course, the Camarilla's lapdog stable. They let you off the leash tonight.
I am not always on their leash.
Hmm, good. Well, hopefully over tonight, I can talk about a better deal. One that doesn't come with a leash. We reserve that only for Lila over there. And she points to the giant Rottweiler. But anyways, it's cold out here. And the party is inside. Why don't you come in and make yourselves at home?
Why don't we have a conversation right here?
Very well, if you'd like to talk out here, we can.
Seems you have us at a disadvantage.
Yes, that would be the way it looks. Well,
I kind of sneak my nudge myself behind Sergey a little bit so I'm out of the way. Not as well noticed.
mhm. She looks out at you. Well, as you've noticed, and as you've very well seen, because you're past to it, we are tired of the princess. We're tired of all of the things going on. But we don't want to just ruin all of the vampires. We just want the two parties, the two factions to crumble down. After all, look at us. We are vampires. We are apex predators. And for some reason, We're always having to play by their rules. We have to constantly worry about a fight between the two factions, have to worry about the Sabbat coming in with the Second Inquisition and bringing that down upon all of our heads over the meaningless squabbles of two parties. One who can't decide if they want to update their culture, and one who is so stuck in tradition that they might as well be like Dracula. I simply have gathered like-minded individuals who have decided they don't want to belong to either faction. They just wish to be vampires. They don't wish to drain the city, because after all, what would be the point then? We'd have no one left to feed on, and then we'd have to leave. And we quite like this. We're having a party tonight to celebrate our new arrivals and to put on a little bit of a show. And I have invited all of you here because I've seen how diligently you've been following the trail and how quickly you've picked up on things going on. I decided I'd invite you out tonight to show you what we're about and maybe even entice you into listening to my proposition. Seeing maybe if you're tired of listening to weary old men and if you want to think for yourself. Sound fair?
Well, the problem with listening to one petty tyrant is it's the same speech as the other petty tyrant. It sounds like you have an issue and your solution is to make a third faction.
Oh no. Oh no. Our solution is to remove the two factions. We get rid of these titles. There will no longer be anarchs. There will no longer be Camarilla. There will be vampires. There will be witches. And then there are the... No longer will somebody have status, or not as much status as they have now. No longer do you be having to listen to the rules of weary old people who constantly bark orders at you. No longer would you have to deal with the anarchs and their constant change in leadership. You know it as well as I do. They change leaders every few years. Constantly somebody rises to power, somebody kills them, and then somebody else is in charge, and it's just annoying. And then everyone comes in and wonders what's going on. I want the games to be done. I just want all of us as vampires to take our rightful place in the evolutionary chain and sit atop the pyramid like we should.
And your pyramid is stacked upon a pile of kindred.
Only those who refuse to change and who refuse to try and see the new world. Those who cling to the old ways. But I will state, we have not killed many. We have only killed those overly loyal to the two factions. We've removed them from play. The others who are here, as you can see, they are here because they are of like-mindedness. Derek, he points to the man with the large dog, he came to us after being a part of the Anarch. After his sire was put to death simply because she was in the wrong place. She was at a bar that she shouldn't have been at. But she didn't realize it at first. And the Camarilla hauled her in and executed her. And what did his Anarch leaders do? They apologized. They looked to the Camarilla as they cut her head off and apologized for her intrusion. And then scolded Derek for wanting to speak up about the unfair treatment. And they branded him. As she says this, he pulls his jacket to the side, and you see burned on his chest is an A with a slash through it. He was thrown out because he brought up not being pleased with his sire being murdered for simply being in the wrong place. Griffin over there?
Apologies for cutting in real quick, but do you mind if I make a composure check when he reaches for his jacket?
Go ahead.
All right. What do we got here? Oh. Okay, so I rolled a 9 and a 1. When he reaches for his jacket to show whatever he was going to show us, the scar, tattoo, or brand, or whatever it is, I unconsciously reach for my weapon as well. Like, I can't stop myself. I'm on edge.
Is there anything I can roll to try to maybe realize this and stay his hand before he pulls it out?
Yes.
No, I won't pull it out, but like it's very obvious to everybody involved that I'm packing and I was going for it.
Okay.
Sergey,
When I see that
still
he's not reaching either.
give me wits and intelligence on
Blood dice, right? One of them's gonna be blood dice.
One's a blood dice.
I think it's however many 100 dice you have, you roll that many blood dice.
Yep.
Oh, I only have one.
Yeah, so you only get one in there.
That is 3 successes.
3 successes. As you notice, Max's hand starts to go. You reach over and, pull him in close. You put an arm around him. You noticed what he was about to do. You could see he was reaching for his gun. In this situation, you're not too sure how this would go.
Calm down, boss.
These 3 people.
Not time.
These 3 people are older than you all, and that Roddy scares you. He looks powerful. He has not panted. He has not wagged her tail. He has stood firmly at Derek's side, staring out at you all.
I almost used Scry the Soul on the dog, for sure.
And Griffin over there. Griffin, well, he was embraced by the Camarilla. At least, in a way. He was fed upon and left for dead. When he awoke, he reached out after a few years, trying to find his rightful place. And he was led to the Camarilla. And when he got there, his sire spat on him. His sire locked him away in their dungeon, beating him relentlessly. Torturing him for the simple fact that he dared show up on their doorstep. He was supposed to be a simple feeding that had gone wrong, and they now had to deal with it. He only escaped after 25 years of being locked in their dungeon and working his fist so he could eventually break his way out. And, not to mention, my darling Christina, a young woman in a lacy black dress, the veil over her face, just sneaks up from behind her. Her dress has a split halfway up her thigh, and as she lifts her head, she has crimson red lipstick, black eyeliner, black eyeshadow. She is 5'5". My darling Christina here simply was thrown out from all of you, well, all the factions, for her simple want of wanting to learn more. She is a Tremere, like little Nyx over there, and she just wanted to learn more magic. She wanted to learn more rituals, and her curiosity had her thrown out. The Citadel threw her away and locked away all knowledge, simply because she was curious. She hadn't even looked into anything dangerous at that time. But they cast her aside.
Really quick, can I tell what kind of Tremere she is?
Uh,
It's like
She's
asking
a,
what kind of Christian somebody is.
I'm about to say, give me
well,
a quick sec here. I can actually refer to the book.
pagan nonconformist, ambitious outsider, or chief of security.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Pagan nonconformist, ambitious outsider, or chief of security.
She's ambitious. She is an ambitious one. She seeks simply to learn. She wants to grow her knowledge and to know everything. And Nick, she lifts her head and moves or slides back her veil. She smiles at you, and you can just feel her overwhelming aura washing over
Kind of bare my teeth and kind of tell her, back the fuck up with that shit, motherfucker.
you. He gives you a.
Kind of give off,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and give off kind of like a repulsing aura of like hatred and murder.
She giggles, not even paying attention to you. She just giggles. She knows she's gotten a reaction. However, Erica looks at her and says, Now, Christina. These are our guests. We have invited them here in good faith and goodwill. Please don't go picking fights. I don't need another moment like the last party. Poor Alex is still finding blood in corners of the room. As she says that, Christina nods. She's still smiling and not caring about you. But she backs herself down slightly. But you can feel it. Your intimidation has done nothing to her.
What happened to the last party?
Hmm, let's just say somebody made a move at Christina. And, well, them and all of their party members exploded. There was blood and guts everywhere. It was not really my style. I prefer things to be a lot more clean and neat. But things happen. Sometimes people push buttons. And being that we are all equals here, I cannot exactly completely rein her in, nor can I blame her for reacting that way when she was assaulted. So with introductions out of the way, would you all like to come in? Like I said, you are here in good faith. We will not be causing any issues. We will not be attacking you tonight. We simply have invited you here to see how we are, to join in and see what it is like amongst us, and see if you're tired of the collars around your neck.
All right, wine us and dine us. Let's see if we get to the 69 part.
Maybe later, darling. We might have a little play for that.
I appreciate your hospitality.
My, she still has such manners. Thank you, Sable. I will make sure that you are very well taken care of.
By the way, Rose, a little table talk, you're gonna get a DM about my character.
Gotcha.
You should have it now.
Gotcha. Let me make a note. And with that, you are led inside of the place. You can see there are dozens of kindred here, all laughing, smiling. There is a musician playing the piano, quite excellently. You can see a few vessels around. They're dressed very nice. They're smiling and they're laughing. They're having a wonderful time. It looks like this is just a regular old party.
I'm gonna open carry. I am not being subtle. I know we're on their turf. I know that we're walking into some bullshit, and I know that the last party that tried this got iced. So I don't care if there's humans, vampires, werewolves. I'm pulling my gun and putting it on my shoulder.
As you do that, Erica looks at you. I won't take your weapons away from you, but I would ask that you keep them at your side. You know that mortals tend to freak out when guns come out, being that they're a little vulnerable to those. I won't take the weapon, just keep them at your side.
Duly noted.
As you guys are walking through, enjoying the party, this seems like a fairly normal occasion. You do see Griffin is still standing in a corner, brooding. He's staring out over the crowd. Christina is giggling as she sits atop the piano. She is singing, and she's smiling and has a lot of people surrounding her. Derek and Lila the Roddy, they are sitting over next to Erica, next to the fire. Lila is laying on the floor. She looks cozy and comfortable, but she keeps her eyes open and alert. And Erica is smiling and having a grand old time. People are coming up and thanking her. They are kissing her ring. They are praising her for this wonderful party. Where would everyone like to go? Or what would we like to do?
I am sticking by her side.
Mm.
Not moving anywhere uh, uh, without her being an arm's length away from me. Very, very overt. Very. I have a chip on my shoulder because like you forced us to be here. We're here against our will. Show me something. Like why are we here? What's going on? Almost looking down my nose at the people and the situation.
As she notices this, and she notices you sticking next to her, she snaps her fingers, and one of the vessels comes over. Please get a seat for Max. I don't feel right that he has to stand this whole time. And don't worry, Max, you can stay seated right here with us. After all, those of us of class and style, we deserve to be noticed a little more. And with that, the vessel runs off and grabs a very, very fancy looking ornate chair. It is just a simple chair, but it looks like it's got style. It is antique and traditional.
I'll have a
kind-
seat as soon as she has a seat.
She sits down, she fixes her dress, and she smiles.
Gun across my lap, and then I'll wait, see what happens.
Where would the rest of our group like to go?
I make my way to a like corner of the room where it's darker and I can't be noticed, and it kind of blend in, so that way I can have my eye on Sandra, right?
Christina.
Christina. I kind of keep my eye on Christina and like where I'm not well noticed and can watch what she's doing and watch everyone else and see what's going on.
As you are doing that, he is still smiling and singing from atop the piano as people are gathering around. Every once in a while, her eyes flick over to the corner that you're in, and she smiles a little brightly at you. You know that she is acknowledging you. She knows that you're there. She is letting you know there is no hiding from her gaze. She could see you anywhere in this room.
And I kind of play it off like the aloof, like, fuck you, I don't even fucking care. Go ahead and look.
Mm-hmm. Sergey and Sable.
Where?
Sergey, go ahead. Go ahead, Sable.
Oh, I say, where are most of the people like congregated?
Most of them are congregated in a large, almost ballroom slash dining room. It's a very large open room. Think kind of like a fire hall, but without all the pillars. But it's a nice open room where people can definitely sit around tables and converse with each other.
Could I walk the perimeter around there and see if I hear any interesting conversation?
Indeed. And as you're walking around the perimeter, you do notice that Griffin has got off from leaning against his wall. And he joins you along your stroll. Always curious, aren't you? Always keep an eye on.
How else do you find that information?
That's true. And from what I can gather, it doesn't seem like you really fit in with the rest of the. You don't like to play politics. You are here for a job, and that is it. Same as I.
Politics interests me more than I let on. Trust me.
Seems I had you wrong. Well, I've already double checked over everything. But go ahead. Take your security lap and enjoy your time around. If you feel like you're up to it later, come find me over in the corner. We can definitely make sure that we keep an eye on this party together. And as you're...
Maybe.
Oh, go ahead.
See, I was just gonna say, maybe, maybe not. It depends how the night goes.
He shrugs nonchalantly and says, okay, whatever. He walks back off to a different corner of the room. But he's now in the same room that you are. He's left the area with everyone else. And as you're walking about, you hear the people in the room talking about the extravagance of the party, talking about how friendly and kind Erica has been, how welcoming and inviting she's been. And you do hear whispers about tonight's main event, where there's going to be something mystical. But that's all they've heard, is something mystical. But otherwise, this seems like normal party talk.
I'm gonna finish my lap and head over towards Max.
Very well. Sergey, where are you?
Sergey seems oddly relaxed after her whole spiel, like no tension on him. He takes his jacket off, throws it on a chair or something, undoes like 3 buttons down in his shirt, rolls his sleeves up, sets the shotgun down. He looks at Max. He's like, "Oh, Max, I think you'll be okay. I'm going to go play with the fucking dog now." And starts heading towards the dog.
As you do that, you've taken your jacket off. Erica snaps her fingers. One of the vessels runs over and nicely puts your jacket onto a hanger, making sure that it looks good. And she looks at you. Yes, yes. Unbutton a little bit. Have a little more calming time. And she looks over at Derek and Lila. Lila, be good. The dog looks attentive at her, kind of blinks like as if it's listening to her. And Derek looks at her and points to you. Go. And she runs on over to you. She's not panting, she's not giving wags or anything, but she is standing there attentively and politely looking over you. It's almost as if she has a higher level of intellect and is acknowledging.
Do you do like so he can tell she has a higher level intellect, right?
Yes. She is not
So he's
just a dog.
to Sergey, she's just a dog. Do you play the fetch?
Derek looks at you. No, she doesn't really bother her time with that. She's normally likes to sit by people and just be lightly petted all the time. Most of the time,
So
she just likes
you-
attention.
So you do not let her have fun.
I've tried to let her have fun. She just doesn't seem interested. She makes a very great guard dog. She sticks to her job when she needs to.
Sergey will reach down and attempt to pet her.
She nuzzles into your hand calmly. She just sits there, nuzzles her head in, and just stays at your side.
Is there anything else I can tell about her, just from being that close to her?
Well, as you look at her size, like we have said, is abnormal. She is massive. Her hand, or her head, is bigger than your hand. She looks like a dog out of Greek mythology. She is outstanding in stature. Her coat is extremely soft and looks very silky. And like we said, seems to have a higher level intellect than what a normal dog would. You can tell looking at her, this is a big fucking dog. This may not be normal. And as you're looking,
He's just gonna sit there and keep petting her.
and as you look over her, Derek notices that you're trying to source a bit more information. I guess I should tell you, I'm a gangrel, and Lila there is my familiar. So she is a little bit smarter, and she is a bit larger, and has lived 10 years at this point. It's a little longer than they normally live her size.
Oh yes, I was just thinking how much she would love to run on the Serbian plains in the winter.
We might have to plan a trip there sometime. That'd be interesting. It'd be kind of fun to see something her size running through the white field.
Yes, very much. Perhaps you need tour guide one day.
You know, we'll keep that in mind.
You know, assuming that you topple all vampire politics like your boss thinks.
That's up to her. Me, I'm just here because I am tired of being told what to do by others. I stand by her side, but she doesn't order me around. She lets me do my own thing as long as I don't cause this issue.
So, how much of validity do you think she has? Do you think it is possible for her to take down the Camarilla and the Anarch?
Well, I'll tell you this. That before, when the prince, your original prince, you know, that other guy disappeared, that around that time, when the wars started to break out, when the two factions started to go at each other, I remember Erica was there. She took in strays of all types, no matter what faction they were from. She brought them in, she gave them a home, and she told them that she didn't care where they were from, only that they stuck together as a family now. And in that time, I have seen her numbers grow from us 4 to dozen. And I've
Am
noticed
I at
her connection with the witches is growing too. Seems that they might be wishing for the same.
am I out of earshot of everyone else?
Yeah, you guys have kind of tucked off to the side at this point.
I will not lie to you. It is a very tempting offer. To think, no politics, no one in control.
Exactly. No longer would you have to play by everybody else's rules. You just do what you want. That's why we are here. Create that future for all of our kind.
Sergey just kind of goes silent, like he's in his own head, and he just keeps petting the dog while he's looking around. He's gonna kind of be in his head for a little while here.
Very well. Is there anything else anyone is doing? Any questions to be asked? Anything you're doing?
I'm kind of seeing seeing if how close people are to Christine, and like if there's anyone outlying that's not that she doesn't have such a strong hold on
Hmm,
with her singing.
there are some that you can assume are vampires who aren't really paying attention to her. You can tell this because the other ones are offering their wrist to her. Obviously, these are mortals, hoping that they will be picked to for her to feed on. But after a while of singing and smiling, she hops off the piano and she walks over to you. And she looks up at you politely. It seems that I was a little bit rude earlier. That was not my intention. I simply wanted to address and let you know that I recognize we are of the same group and that we both have magical abilities. She reaches up a tiny hand. She is not super small, but she's shorter. She reaches up and wants to shake your hand. Can we try and be friends? I feel like both of us could learn a lot magically from each other.
Hmm. Oh, I want to do this. So I play. I get a bit. I reckon I am very suspicious, but I don't lead on that I am suspicious. I just get very politically polite, shake her hand back, and give her a very, very friendly on the outside, formal, like, I can see that. A smile, kind of like, yeah, sure.
Being casually
Kind of.
polite to her in a way that, you're being putting on a good face, but behind it, you're not exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then she perks up and looks at you. Oh, that's right, you're in a band. How about we both go sing? I think we could definitely get a crowd over here with both of us.
I tend to prefer to be solo when it comes to singing. I don't like to share the stage.
Well, very well then. She snaps her fingers and looks at the piano player. You play whatever she wants. I'm handing the stage to you. You go perform. If you please, I've been hogging the spotlight and I decide, I want to share that. We are supposed to be here in good faith and kindness, so I should share.
Well, in good faith, I will take you up on your offer
Very well.
and kind of casually, nonchalantly make my way up to the stage,
Mm-hmm.
and
What would you like him to play?
hold on, I gotta look this up. If you want to have anyone else do something while I look this up,
Of course. Who else is
just to,
doing stuff? I believe we heard something from Sable peeping out there.
Are you muted again? Max is going to hang out and be very, very polite. As polite as he can be without being overly, I'm uncomfortable and I don't want to be here. But I'm very reactionary right now. I'm waiting for the worst to happen. Something's going to go wrong. But in the meantime, we're kind of like they want us here. They asked us here. So we have something they want. Let's get to that part.
And as she notices that you are still kind of tense, she reaches over slowly, letting you see her hand, and she pats you on the knee. Max, 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 Max. You don't have to be so uptight. I know you have every reason in the world to be cautious. You have been being watched by our people. You did watch the one sacrifice himself so he wouldn't be captured by the Camarilla. But don't worry. This is merely a meet and greet. You can have as much fun as you want. You can even observe us all night long if you wish. Do we have that song?
yes,
I appreciate your hospitality. I'm very concerned. Why? Why are we here?
Well, noticing your
There are
ability.
120 vampires. Why us?
Well, no one else has been tasked as highly as you all have. We've heard rumors that the elders tasked you to come and find us. That obviously equals that you are the elite, that you are the ones who hold the sway and can definitely swing things in our favor or against us. And I feel it is smarter to make friends with enemies than to make more problems.
So what is stopping me from just opening fire on everybody in this room right now?
She looks at you and smiles politely. Truly, there's not much. I mean, Christina over there might have something to say about that, and Lila definitely jump up. But there is not much that could happen. You could, with one swift action right now, end this entire revolution.
So why aren't I?
Why in Nix, what is that song?
it is in the Vampire Masquerade tab of the Discord.
Phantom of the Opera, yeah.
Ooh.
And I take off, as I get up to the stage, I take off my jacket and kind of stretch out my arm with my hand, holding onto the jacket, waiting for someone to grab it.
And somebody quickly rushes over and collects it from you. They hang it up on a hanger right next to Sergei's, where they make sure that you can see it, so you know this is there.
And I just casually brush it off. Like, I acknowledge that it's there, but I don't even look at who put it there or anything. And then, BAM! Ornaments.
Oh.
And somehow I managed to create, like, an illusion that there's a guy singing, the guy part.
Put into this charisma, persuasion, and performance.
Charisma, persuasion, and performance.
And side note, we will be going just a little bit longer, but not much longer, maybe 30 minutes, because we do have a fun ending here, but we will not go too far over time.
Okay. 7 dice, right? Counting that, right?
That'll be 7.
Five successes with one being a critical success.
Ooh, 5 successes with a crit. You open your mouth, and this almost sounds like these people are on Broadway. Your singing is stunning. You have enchanted the entire room, including the one that Sable was in. There are people pouring out of that room to pour into the parlor and seeing you perform. Even the fact that there's a male voice randomly coming from nowhere, it's impressive. And even little Christina looks up at you. She nods. She is very approving of this performance. Your performance is a success. But let's jump forward in time here. After a while, you are singing. You're getting along somewhat with Christina. Max and Erica are casually talking. Not super
Wait,
casually.
hold on. I was supposed to add presence to my persuasion and performance rolls. So I needed to add 2 more dice.
You could add it, but it's not going to have much more effect, I will say.
Damn it.
Yeah, you have already stolen the show, and you have upshown her. You have proven that you are the superior singer here and a superior siren. You have brought everybody to you.
And you did it without powers.
Exactly.
That's how good you are.
But jumping forward, you and Christina are now somewhat getting along. Not buddy-buddy, but, you've invited her to come sing a little bit with you. You've proven that you are the top dog here. Erica and Max are casually debating and talking about things while also addressing the vampires who are coming up to see them. Derek, Lila, and Sergey are getting along talking. They're conversing. Lila seems to loosen up a little bit. She's panting a little bit and she's smiling. He's taking a liking to Sergey. Griffin is still standing in the corner watching Sable. As Sable continues to wander through, keeping their eye on people, and is standing firmly behind Max's shoulder at this point, making sure she has her eye on the room. A person comes up to Erica and tells her, "The preparations are ready, ma'am. Everyone is prepared." So as she stands, she clinks her goblet filled with blood. Everyone, it is time for the main event of the night. If all of you would join us in the backyard, please join us there. Have a seat out there, and please enjoy the performance we bring to you tonight. Christina, dear. Yes, you're needed. We need you to take center point. As she nods, Christina heads on out after giving a polite little bow to Nick. Do you guys follow out?
I slowly
Absolutely.
make
Yeah,
I
for
do.
sure.
And will you stand towards the back of the crowd and towards the front or wherever? Where would you like to be positioned for this?
Stand more towards the back.
I'm with Staple on this. More
Yeah,
towards
most
the back.
likely more towards the back for sure.
Very well.
The outlier, I'm sticking by my not letting Erica out of arm length if I can. I'm as close as possible.
She notices as you try to approach the stage with her, and she smiles politely. I do apologize, but for this, we'll have to have a little bit of distance. But you can still stay here in the front row. And she looks at Griffin and says, keep an eye with him. Make sure that he feels comfortable. And make sure that no one messes. He seems a little bit jumpy, so help him feel at ease. And Griffin just grunts and stands next to you with his arms crossed. He's not being intimidating towards you. He's trying to be intimidating towards others to make sure that no one comes to bother you. He does not want to have an issue. Then Derek walks up on stage. Lila sitting directly next to him. Christina stands in the center. Well, off center with Erica. And Erica looks out. Tonight, we will be showing you how it is we are going to dissolve both the factions. We have decided to seek help from the supernatural, from those who rule after death, who truly have dominion over all of us, the one that we should really revere as a god. And tonight, we will be getting a sign from them. Christina, she takes the center point, standing in front of a very, very large, ornate stone. You notice Christina stands there. She thanks her. All right, now for this. We do have a young witch who volunteered to help us with this. A young woman, maybe in her 20s, walks up from the back and stands next to Christine.
Do I recognize this witch?
You do not. This is an outside witch. This young lady here, Adriana, you do understand that for this ritual to work, you will have to be sacrificed, correct? She looks down at her. Yes, Christina, and I accept. I will humbly give my life so that all of us may live in peace. You do notice there are other witches there who murmur a little bit, but they stay silent. They accept that this is her choice. Christina has her lay on the altar. She draws a few symbols around her. She mutters some words that are incoherent. And then with a bowl, takes and slits her own hand open, pouring blood into it. She then pours it over Adriana. And before slitting her throat, she calls out, Papa Legba! Papa Legba! We have summoned thee tonight. Help us rid the world of these problems. Help us bring balance back to the world. Get rid of those who would continue to disregard you and treat you horribly. And as she slits Adriana's throat, blood pours down over the rock into small crevices, filling the runes on it. The winds start to pick up. The trees are groaning, they are creaking loudly. The moon becomes obscured by clouds and thunder. This is a terrifying vision. Everything has changed. All of nature has responded. After a few moments, there is a vision of Papa Legba. He is an elderly black man, kind of gangrelly. He's very thin. He looks down, and you hear a voice booming. Soon the courts will fall. their feeble hold on this city will end, and no longer will they terrorize the citizens. No more will blood be shed for their wanton wars. Prepare for the coming days, as it shall be a darker time. Be prepared for a war that will end all of this. And as he is saying this, Sergey, you notice something. Lila is looking directly up at where the vision is. She is attentive. She is paying attention to him. And he looks upon, and you can notice that he looks down and recognizes the dog. Or not recognizes, but acknowledges her. And here's a side note as lore piece. Papa Legba is often seen with a black dog at his side. Not one like Lila, but he has a kindred feeling toward black dog. And after a while, after that, your vision starts to dissipate. The weather starts to reside. The crowd is bustling with excitement and fear. Next thing you know, Erica steps up and points out to the crowd. Now, we have one final guest to come in here. We have one final member who wishes to join us and wishes to share his story with the group. Lucien, can you come up here, please? And Lucien
Oh shit.
de Del Rezar emerges from amidst the middle of the crowd. He is dressed very fine. His hair sleeked back, his suit impeccable. It looks like there's something missing in his coat pocket, though. He steps up to the stage and smiles. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome. Welcome. My story. Well, I joined somewhat recently. As you may remember, I originally was with the Camarilla. I was one of their informants, one of their security detail, and I was tasked over Prince Antonio and told to keep an eye on him. But whenever they were tired of his rulings, they were tired of how much kindness he was showing into the world, they used the cover of the hurricane to dispatch him. While everyone was stuck inside, while the torrential rain and downpours caused blackness over the city, they sent assassins. And these assassins viciously murdered the prince. They left him dead. And they didn't even leave behind any of his remains. They cast him into the floodwaters, throwing him out. And you know what they did to me? They had the audacity to blame me. They said it was my fault he was assassinated. They said I should have been there to keep him safe. That I should have been the one keeping him in charge. And for that, they branded me a traitor. They sent assassins of their own after me and tried to have me murdered. It is only just tonight that I have come back to the city, back to claim what is rightfully mine, and back for revenge against those who would destroy us. Stable, as he has taken the center stage, what are you feeling? You have not seen him 4 to 5 years since he left.
Anger for the most part, though I won't show it on my face or my demeanor. And also a lot of mistrust. Can't tell if he's lying or not.
He looks out and he knows that you're there. He smiles and lightly nods in your direction. He knows that you've been here. He knows you've become their new lapdog. However, with all of this, we would say to you all, take time. Consider your options. Consider where you want to be, or if you wish to leave the city and not be a part of this. There is no shame in it. And for those of you who are far too far away from home and have nowhere to rest for the night, you can gladly stay here. As I have been assured by Miss Erica, there are plenty of room available for you. But have a wonderful evening. And with that, the crowd is bustling, but a lot of it is dispersing. People are leaving. There are still 4 or 5 hours till daytime, but people are realizing they've got to start getting back inside, and they wish to talk about what happened. After this display, where are you guys? You decided to stay for this revelry afterwards, or is it time to get out of here?
I want to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
second that. It's time to get back.
The sooner the better.
Sergey seems torn. But he'll go with the group's decision, though.
I'm assuming, Max, you extend a hospitable courtesy exit to Erica, letting her know that you're leaving.
Yeah. I assume all of us will meet up, have a quick discussion, and then we will all tip our hats on the way out.
It was lovely to have you all here tonight. Please, consider our offer. And after all, you know where you may be able to find us. Or, more or less, we'll find you. Have a wonderful evening.
I really don't like it when she says that. We head out.
As you are heading out,
Back to the truck.
you are heading back to the truck. There are 6 vampires blocking the bridge. And as you are standing there, you go to turn around to see if there's another way to go. And Lucian is standing behind you. Another 2 vampires. He states very coldly, staring at you all. Either join us or be destroyed like the ivory tower.
Promise.
And it is clear you are not getting out of this situation without a fight. But since we have to wrap up for the night, I will give you each one action to prepare, or one thing you may do before we finish the night.
Max is kind of action as a last resort. So I'm going to hold my turn until something happens, and then if a fight does break out, just look for somewhere I can dive under for cover.
Max, cover.
AK out. Look for something to hide behind.
Nyx,
I pull out my gun that I'm holding on to and kind of offer a prayer to Hecate, who's also, I'll make this note for future reference, also likes black dogs. Offering her protection through this for all of us to get out of this safely.
you are prepared Fire.
Yep.
Sergey.
Are you muted, Sergey?
Oh, sorry about that. I stepped away to do something real quick.
Oh, no worries.
He will ready the shotgun in his hand and try to stay aware of exactly how far they are and what needs done first. But he also if Max is paying attention, he can also kind of see a little look of confliction on Sergey's face.
And
You mean Sable?
oh yeah, Sable. Sorry,
I was
Brain.
confused for a second.
my brain.
Without much expression, I'm going to put my hands in my pockets so I can grab hold of the brass knuckles in my pockets.
Hearing. And with that, Lucian looks out at you. Looks like your choice has been made. Has been made. They don't leave. And especially her. And he points directly at Sable. That one goes. With that, they lunge at you. However, our story ends there for the night. Thank you so much to all 4 of our players here. I know tonight was a little bit longer, but there was a lot of stuff to cover. A lot of things to start building our way toward. We would also like to thank all of our wonderful audience members who have watched us this whole time. Hopefully we were entertaining and gave you a good show. Go ahead, Noli, I heard you saying something.
No, I was just gonna say again, thanks for having me. Thanks for having us and hosting. Thanks for the raid, Luda.
Indeed, thank you for the raid. What color would you like, my friend?
It's good. I'm intrigued. I'm on the edge of my seat, wondering what's gonna happen next. So very enjoyable.
Agreed. It's been enjoyable for sure.
I feel like we hadn't had any big fights, so I was like, we gotta put one. We gotta get at least one.
Had to fucking leave the episode on a cliffhanger, though.
Yes, if I didn't leave it on a cliffhanger, we're doing the 3 rounds and done type rule, and I want to give you guys a little more fun. I want this to be a good fight. But with that, we will be saying goodnight, guys. We don't raid out on Sunday night. If Noli is up to it, though, and would like to, we can host another one of the Twilight movies or another vampire movie over in the Discord. We'll have a good time over there. And you can join at that link right there. And you can see us all back on next Sunday when we pick up where we left off. And just as a final reminder, remember that all month or all streams this month and next month are going towards Toys for Tots. We are trying to raise $300 to help buy toys for the local Pittsburgh children. We so far have reached $170. If you donate using the link above there, you will get your name put on one of these nice little ornaments, which goes on our tree back here, and you get entered into a raffle to win a free $20 game or $20 gift card if you're not a gamer for anything of your choice. Remember, This is just for the kids, guys. Trying to do something better for them because we've all known what it's like to struggle, not be able to really afford it. We try to make life a little easier for the parents, spread some Christmas magic for the children. Until next time, remember that we love you, each and every one of you out there, no matter where you are in the world, no matter what's going on in your life. And we're proud of you. Whether you have done something great this week or whether you haven't. That's okay, because you don't always have to be productive. Until next time, bye bye!